Hey guys, Evanswers Z111 here today, bringing you the next episode of Evanswers because it's the 11th of September now, and I think this is the fourth one I've done. I'm kind of losing track. But I've taken your questions from previous videos and from Twitter, and I'm going to be answering any questions you have in a video format so you actually get an insightful answer, not just like 140 odd characters or whatever it is on Twitter, which is how I normally answer questions. So usually I do the YouTube comments first and then the Twitter ones, so I'm going to flip it around this time because I've actually received some good questions from Twitter, so well done to you guys. First one is by Calvin Simmons, which is the first game you ever completed. And this, I played a lot of games, but because I was a kid when I got into gaming, I had a very, very short attention span, and usually I never really saw the game through to the end. So the first game I actually probably completed, might be wrong about this, is Broken Sword. Because it's like a point-and-click adventure game, not really my thing now, but I used to play it with my dad and my brother, and we used to go through it, and we used to like figure out the puzzles together, saying that it was probably him who did all the work, and I probably did just controlled it or something. I can't remember. That's probably the first game I completed. I pretty much played every single game. The first one I remember is with the like murderer, and you play as a French artist or something, and there's that French journalist dude. It's that one. That's all I remember about it. My memory is pretty shit, to be honest. Next question is about Eurogamer from Kane Taros, and it's happening sooner than you think. Do you have any special plans, and what games are you most excited for? As you rightfully said, it's happening much sooner than I thought, and because of everything with I'm having to move out, I'm having to go to university, I'm having to move all my furniture, pay off all my bills, everything. Eurogamer, I haven't thought about it like twice. Literally yesterday, I was thinking, shit, it's happening in about 10, 20 days. And I just have no idea about it. I've paid for the hotel and everything. I did that all in advance to make sure I didn't get cold feet, and I'm glad I have. But it's gonna, as far as what's there, I have no idea. The games that are there, I have no idea. What our plans for each day are, I have no idea. Last year, I kind of planned for it. I knew a few of the things there. I wanted to go to a few of the things like Evolve, and I dressed up as Oliver from Ni no Kuni, so I did a cosplay and everything. This year, I would love to cosplay. We were going to do a group cosplay, but none of us really had any inspirational ideas, so we just agreed to not fuss with it, and a couple of us might do individual cosplays, but we don't have a group one planned. As far as me, I might take this, I'm probably just not going to do it, but I really want to do an Infamous cosplay. That's what I'm thinking of right now, but again, take that with a pinch of salt, because I might not be able to. Next question was from Hi488, which was, what made you get into filmmaking? And there's a pretty simple answer to this. I started with wanting to act, but then I was told there's no money in acting and it's unreliable and you need to go to acting school and everything, so I didn't do that. Then I wanted to write instead and sort of write the stuff the actors were acting, but then I thought, well, I kind of had a little diversion and went to journalism. But then I thought, okay, I want to get back to the sort of creative roots, and I want to get into filmmaking, because it's the perfect cross between acting and writing, because you get to write, you get to make your story a reality, and you get to get actors to play it. So filmmaking is just like the golden career for me, and that's why I want to get into it. I think it's going to be fantastic. It also helps having studied it and actually getting good grades, because other subjects, like psychology, I love psychology. I really engaged with the subject, I really enjoyed it, but I sucked at it. I sucked in the exams, and I just couldn't remember the dates and everything, and I don't have a talent for psychology at all. With media, at least I can actually do it well to a good degree, so I think filmmaking is where I like, or where my talents lie. There is Andrew, or Fidget, who asks, who are your favourite YouTubers to watch? It goes without saying, there's the others like Josh and Aaron and Fluke, although Fluke doesn't make too many videos anymore. But Rage and Aaron, I used to watch their videos all the time. Rage and Hollow, I used to watch their videos all the time. I love them. It's harder to watch videos these days because I am so busy with stuff. But as far as other YouTubers go, because those go without saying, there is LagX Peanut Toner, or T.O., which he's changed his name to. His videos are fantastic, they're short, they're easy to watch, they're always funny, guaranteed. And there's Kryken, who, it's a very similar style, it's highlightsy, it's short and simple and very funny. So it's kind of, I like YouTubers where you don't have to put too much time into watching them if you actually want to have a laugh. Because Rage and Hollow, they make long videos, and yeah, they're good, but if you're limited on time like I am a lot of time, it can be hard to keep up. So, those are the questions from Twitter. I'll now go to the questions that were asked on my YouTube video, and I'll quickly say this here, so in case I forget at the end. If you have any questions yourself, leave them in the comments below, and I will answer in the next video on the 11th of next month. So, next question on YouTube was about, okay, context. There's a series called Capture the Diamond that I did. It was with 2 teams. We had 10 episodes or 5 episodes to build a castle and 5 episodes to raid the other team's castle. It was one of the best series I've ever recorded in terms of how enjoyable it was. It was a great idea, it was an original idea, it was in Minecraft, it was with Rage and Hollow and everyone and other people like Akash, who I don't really talk too much these days, but we have this really tight group at the time and it was so fun. And this person is asking if a second one would ever happen. Now, there are no plans for a second one, but I would love to do a second one, and that's all I can really say about it, because the motivation is there, and it would be easy enough to do a rerun of it, but the first one was hard enough to pull together, and it was so messy and unprofessional, and we were all limited for time, so it was difficult, but it could happen again, so watch that space. That's all I can say about that. That was asked by Lev Potter, Lev Potter. The next question is by TCFan7890, who asks, okay, for next month, favourite dessert. Favourite dessert, like, it changes all the time. Because I used to have a real big sweet tooth and I loved sweet stuff, but now it's a bit, I don't eat dessert too much. Even my appetite's gone down. Tiramisu and chocolate trifle, I love those, they're fantastic. And they always hit the spot after a nice meal, so I'll save those for now. Arsehole Man said Coke or Pepsi. I can't drink fizzy. I feel like such a buzzkill. I can't eat dessert, I can't drink fizzy drinks, but between Coke and Pepsi, when I could drink fizzy drinks without feeling really rough afterwards, it was Pepsi. Always preferred the taste, and Coke just felt really dirty to me. Then Demon Spade says, I hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling much better, thank you. The question was, is there anything that ever got overhyped for you to the point where it ruins your enjoyment? Because last time I touched on Game of Thrones and how I should have enjoyed it, but everyone built it up so much that every episode I was just so disappointed and I couldn't enjoy it as a result. If I think about other things that have done that, then Skyrim, the game that came out a couple of years ago now, everyone was going crazy about it. I got it. I just couldn't enjoy it. Because of how much everyone built it up, it meant I noticed the flaws so much more. Because you get these expectations so high, and like the standard's up here, then what you actually get is here, and it's still high, say the average is here, but because it's not up there and that's what you're expecting, you just don't enjoy it, and that's what happened with Skyrim. I don't think I put any more than 10-15 hours into it before I got bored, which is a shame, because it's my favourite kind of genre, and I loved Oblivion. Just Skyrim didn't have the same effect. So, Corporal Jaeger, it's like, yeah, Jaeger. Corporal Jaeger asks, what's the favourite video of yours that you've ever done? Now, favourite series I've ever done, easily Capture the Diamond. Favourite video is actually probably the video I did with Forced Reviews, because it was, again, an original series, it was really fun to make, it was really fun to record, and it was with Rage, Fluke and Hollow, so it was like a community thing, and it was a competition between us. It was really fun to record, and of all videos I've ever recorded, it's one I can look back on and, like, enjoy watching it. If I myself can enjoy a video I've made, then I think I've done good, and, like, I'm appealing to myself, which is a great thing. It's if I can appeal to myself, then I'm sure I can appeal to my audience too. So that's easily one of my favourite videos I made. Then there is Novalex asking about the video on death I did and whether or not I'm a superstitious person. Now, I have touched on this in other videos and other vlogs and stuff, but I'm aware that not everyone has the time to watch every single video. So I'll give a short version. Yeah, I'm superstitious. I'm very superstitious, but not to the point where I'm crazy and believe there are aliens and ghosts wandering the earth. I think there's something, I just think, I don't think anybody knows what it is yet. I don't think science can explain it. Best way I can give an example is back in prehistoric times, or the, whatever it's called, the Stone Age. Cavemen would have seen, or Neanderthals, whatever you want to call them, they would have seen lightning and thought it was some supernatural spirit or gods or something like that. But now we just know it's to do with like weather and temperatures and electric currents in the air and everything like that. We come up with an explanation for it now, because science has evolved. And I think we'll get to the point where science will evolve so we can explain ghosts and spirits and even aliens and stuff like that. We're just not ready for that yet, and we need to develop before we can get to that point. And then the final one is, well, it's final multiple ones actually. It's from Sir Lord Chris SGV, and I'm going to do this like quickfire. Alright, how does the day in your life actually go? The answer to that is, there's no answer to that. My life is busy and complicated, and I don't really have routine. Before I go to sleep, I will come up with a plan for the next day, but it's different every day. I'm always doing something. I'm never just relaxing. I don't have a timetable in my day, and there's so many things that go into it. I'm a very busy person. That's the best way I can put it. If you came down to making an actual film or movie but quitting YouTube, which one would you pick? Which one would you choose to save? Honestly, I'd love to make a film or movie. It'd be fantastic, but I'd like to say YouTube, because with YouTube you get a community. You're very much putting your personality up as opposed to your product, which you'd be doing if you made a film. So I would much rather keep my YouTube channel as opposed to making a film. Even if that film was successful and led on to other stuff, the YouTube stuff is more me, it leads to opportunities, and it enables me to make films. So I think YouTube is much better in the long run. And it's more fun too, it's more casual. I don't have to do it by certain protocol or routine. There's no format like there is in film, or at least not as much. And if your house was on fire and you could only save one thing, what would that thing be and why would you save it? It would be my laptop. It's got everything on it. It's got my videos, it's got my graphics, all the fan art that's been sent in, all my stuff is on that laptop. I value it more than my life. I would throw the laptop out the window as opposed to myself if it was between choosing me or the laptop, if I'm honest. And final question from him is, can you tell us the full story of the Mirror Man? No, you're never going to find out the answer to that story, ever. But yeah, this has been the next episode of Evanswers. Please rate it if you enjoyed the video, and leave your questions below if you want them answered for the next video. Until then, this is me, Evanswers Z11. Please rate it if you enjoyed, and this is me out. Peace.